Ever heard someone call another surfer a kook? Let's just say it's not a compliment. There are different ways to get into surfing. It can be as a humble beginner or as a kook. Surfing is extremely fun, but your experience and everyone else's can go downhill fast if you annoy others in the lineup. And most of the time, it's not even on purpose. With limited surf knowledge, it is easy to irritate more experienced surfers without meaning to. That is why today we are breaking down 5 simple ways to avoid acting like a kook. But first, let's clear something up. Being new to surfing doesn't make you a kook. And having experience in the sport doesn't mean you're immune to kooky behaviour either. A kook is usually someone who overestimates their skills, lacks basic surf knowledge, misunderstands or ignores surf etiquette. That combo can lead to bad vibes and potentially dangerous situations. The good news? This video will help you steer clear of kook behaviour and earn respect in the lineup. First things first, you need to surf a spot that fits your level. Some surf spots are better for beginners. Others are more suited for experienced surfers. Take note, the same spot can be ideal for surfers of all levels on one day and more suitable for seasoned surfers the next, depending on the swell and the conditions. To find out where and when to surf, check surf forecast, seek advice from friends, or visit your local surf shop or school. Before paddling out, spend a few minutes analysing where surfers paddle out, where waves are breaking, and what type of ability level they have. After figuring out where's best for you to surf, the second most important thing is to familiarise yourself with the unwritten rules of surfing to stay safe and respectful of other surfers. We'll show you some key points to keep in mind. First, avoid dropping in. The surfer with the longest potential ride has priority on the wave. For example, if you're thinking of going right, quickly look to your left to make sure no one else is there with the same intention. Do not snake. When another surfer is closer to the peak and paddling for a wave, do not paddle inside close to the peak to make it seem like you should have priority. Do not paddle straight to the peak. Be mindful of other surfers when you get to a spot. Each location may have its own nuances of surfing etiquette, so pay attention to the dynamics when arriving at a new place. For a detailed breakdown of surfing etiquette, check out the link in our description. The next tip is to understand that you don't know what you don't know, so take the steps to learn the right way. Surfing, while is very artistic, is also highly technical. So if you're learning to surf as an adult, it's essential to focus on the fundamentals first. Before talking about advanced techniques like cutbacks and snaps, it's best to master the basics such as stance and wave positioning. We highly recommend having someone film you occasionally. This will provide a clearer perspective on your progress and help you identify bad habits. If you can, seek feedback from a coach or an experienced friend. If you don't have access to a coach or an experienced friend, check out our online surf coaching platform to get feedback from the Barefoot coaches. The link is in the description. Next, be cautious of jumping onto a small surfboard too soon. They may look cool, but novices using shortboards often find it challenging to progress. A small surfboard will only make your surfing look worse than it has to. Research how a surfboard's volume, rocker, and dimensions affect the responsiveness in the water and which type of surfboards to use in different surf conditions. Number 5. If you're new to surfing, it's important to keep your ego in check and develop the right mindset. Learning to surf is not going to be easy, so be patient. Progress takes time. It is best to avoid talking about throwing airs and ripping in the surf within the first few months of learning. It creates false expectations and can lead to discouragement. The reality is that it takes many years to develop a solid surf technique. Stay humble. The best surfers are also always learning. No one ever totally masters the art of riding waves, and that's the beauty of the sport. Stay stoked. Don't get demoralised after a bad session. It happens to every surfer. Even though surfing isn't easy, the learning process can be very enjoyable with the right mindset. To conclude, a kook and an informed, humble beginner are two very different things. Surfing is challenging, and every surfer has looked awkward on their board at some point. Do not take it too seriously. Focus on acquiring the essential knowledge and enjoy the journey. Although it wasn't part of this top 5, Mishandling surf equipment is often associated with kook behaviour. Simply mishandling surf gear shouldn't automatically label someone as a kook, but unfortunately, often it does. Keep an eye out for our next video, Handling Surf Equipment the Non-Kook Way, video tutorial for more info. Want to learn the basics the right way? Check out our online surf coaching platform. You will access structured courses with high quality video tutorials covering surfing equipment, surf conditions and spots, techniques and more. You can even test your knowledge with quizzes and receive direct feedback from our surf coaches. If you prefer in-person coaching, consider our surf coaching retreats. We offer one-on-one coaching for beginner and intermediate surfers, using video analysis at some of the world's most consistent surf spots, including Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and the Mentawais. Links are in the description below.